Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic. We are here on our fourth week, starting it off. Today's episode is brought to you by Fierce Beats. The beats you guys are listening to right now is a guy who hooked us up. Great beats. Go ahead and check them out. We have a promo code 2balls. That's the letter 2. That's the number 2 balls. That's one word. You can get 10% off. Check them out.
And then our other sponsor is none other than Tacos El Vaquero. You guys can check him out on Instagram at Tacos El Vaquero SD.
All right.
I feel like every time we start this show, we say what a week it was. And I'm going to say it again. It was a great week again.
Yeah, it was momentous. It was great. We had a lot of things to talk about. We got a lot of things to cover.
We do. I mean, everything was great this week.
I mean, we want to go ahead and start with, it really started and kicked off over the weekend.
It really did, yeah. I mean, if you guys checked out our video that we dropped yesterday, you guys saw it was our first vlog. And, it's kind of one of the things we wanted to be doing in the show. But we actually vlogged our experience in the San Diego Loyal home opener, we could say. We can call it home opener. And the experience was wild, man. It was so much fun.
It's honestly everything I dreamed of. We've talked about this for a while, and we said, how cool would it be to go watch a soccer game, on the sidelines, and just being able to just be there. Some players recognize us, some very important people, just stopped by and said hi, handed out a bunch of stickers. We met a lot of you guys out there. Some of you guys came up to us and, said, what's up? And it was really fun. I mean, you want to start from the top?
I mean, we got there really early.
We had
exclusive parking for media.
Yeah, that's when we weren't sure if we were even going to be let in. And so we were just rounding about. First of all, I told you the game was at 8, right? 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And I told you, media check, it's going to be at 6 over here. I'm
6:30, cool. Yeah.
Let's be there by 4 at least. Or like
3, I was like, why so early, man? Like, why?
Yeah, I mean, and I just said, you know what? I'd rather be early, get to know every...
That's the type of person Tony is. Yeah. He loves being early everywhere.
Yeah, every nook and cranny of this stadium. This is going to be their home, until they get themselves a new facility. So I'd rather know, who the security guy is, who's the guy that cleans the bathrooms, who's the guy setting up, has this, ¿qué onda, cómo estás, que no sé qué, oh yeah, we'll see you here next week, sí, mijo, all right, cool.
It's like they told us, man, as long as we act like we belong in there, and they're going to respect us, and sure enough, we were in there without the press passes for a while.
Yeah, I mean, we got there, and there was people setting up their stands, the food vendors. They were putting trash cans in places where there weren't trash cans. They were just setting everything up. The video board wasn't up. They were, talking about everything, of how this is going to go, just people running around, and we're just there just watching it all. I mean, I like people watching. That's my thing. And so that was just fascinating. Just like, all right, it's a big day, not just for us, but for them. I mean,
you see people were so nervous. They were running around everywhere. They told us, it's a mess today. It's going to be better for the first game of the season. But honestly, shout out to them, man. They did this in a short time frame.
About 6 months, 7 months.
And it went really great.
I mean, if you told me that these guys have been planning this for 2-3 years, I'd believe you. It went smooth.
Yeah, but it's been much shorter than that.
Yeah, and it's something that felt special. It felt like, this is something that's different. I've been around here in San Diego, a couple different sports organizations, just watching it as a fan from afar, and we went in there as fans. I want to say I'm a legitimate.
Yeah, I was rocking my Loyal hat.
Yeah, and I mean it's a San Diego team. We're from San Diego. I mean, I'm from San Diego. This is an area, and I've always wanted my area to have a competent, good soccer team. I could, if it's MLF, if it's whatever, as long as it's fun and people want to go and people care, and that's something that really came across, that everybody who's helping put this together, everybody who's organizing from top to bottom, from the president himself, got to meet him, say hi a little bit, and he really wants this to be special, and to the local support group, the locals, we met a couple of them. They were there early. It was their first day. This is their...
I mean for the team to be what it is right now, and for them to have a support group already, which was honestly quite impressive.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun watching them. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like any like barra for Mexico or Argentina, but for what it was, a couple hundred people, it was actually really great. It was fun to watch, and I love seeing Warren Smith go up with the locals and just leading a chant with them. It was so much fun, and we got to watch the game field level, which was awesome.
Well, before that, before there was anything, there was still sunlight out. The game was at dark. We were just kind of just walking around, marauding the
Just went
area
on the field, started walking across it, inside the goal, messing with the net.
It's everything. It's a professional soccer field, and I mean, I got to just be on it before the pitch. The grass was beautiful. The day was beautiful. It had just rained.
Yeah.
The floor was slick. It was going to make for a great, fast-paced, exciting game. And just walking around there. I know you stayed up there because you didn't want to walk the.
Don't tell me I'm lazy right now.
Oh, no.
I was watching our equipment, which is expensive.
Absolutely. And I think that you made the right call, because at the end of the day, I was dead.
There was some steep steps. I'm not gonna lie.
The steep steps, and then they let us in through the little ramp, and I was like, okay, this is fine.
We're not you're not your most physical people out there, man.
I mean, this
dude was sweating, man.
Yeah, it was. I was tired, man. At the
like
end of the day,
warmed up with the team or something,
right? I should have warmed up. I might have pulled a hammy, But then, as the day went, we talked with a couple of our people that we've met across this whole loyal experience from Bridge Barcata. Some guys from there. They're also part of the locals group.
We were given the option to either stay at the press box or go field level, and we didn't feel like we had the proper equipment to go press box yet. Yeah. So we decided to go field level. It was more open for us. We're pretty big dudes. But we're glad we did it because we met some interesting people down there.
Yeah, no, that was a blessing in disguise. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm happy we went down there. I'm really happy we went down there. The press box will be cool. Hopefully, maybe if they let us maybe record and commentate, which we did anyways down there.
English and Spanish.
English and Spanish. And that's part on the vlog when Parra got himself a red card.
Yeah.
We called it in Spanish. I should have put the subtitles like Parra ¿Qué está pasando? And then the announcer's like, number 11
yeah,
for San Diego Loyals, red card. And then they started booing. I was like, oh, okay. But from the guys coming out, warming up seeing them warming up next to me, I'm like, I can do that. Maybe
they've been told us, hey, move a little bit to the side. We don't want to hit you with the balls.
I've been hit enough.
But they care about us.
Yeah, no, they really do. They really do care about us, and I feel the love, and not just us. They care about what they're doing, and that's something that we can be thankful for. Talked at the end, skipping ahead, with our best friend Landon Donovan right before the game. He waved at us and, hey, what's up? And it was like, hey, and I thought that was gonna be the end of it. That's all I'm gonna see from him.
Man, we saw him again. Yeah, talked to him again.
And I mean, we had a dual setup. We got ourselves a little GoPro, and it's been pretty handy.
Buying nice toys, man. Nice toys to play with.
Yeah, I mean, I'm learning to edit.
Yeah, man. That video, props to Tony on that video, man.
It was painful. It's painful in the sense that I wanted everything to be like I envisioned, but it's like
it was good.
Like I can envision the Mona Lisa, but it's just gonna come out as a stick figure when I try.
Yeah.
So
technology is different, my friend.
Yeah, and I mean, top to bottom, it was one of the best experiences I've had. In around soccer. I've played for 25 years, and I've been in stadiums. I've played everywhere.
24 years.
See you, vato. And the mileage shows. But you know what?
He's coming out of retirement, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
He bought some new shoes. He's ready for Barcata.
Oh yeah, I'm coming for everybody, and I have the shoes for the game, and I have the shoes for the events. And
I like it.
They were on sale. Shout out to Plaza Las Americas.
I'm about to go cop some myself, man.
No, yeah, you should get some. But no, I mean,
What can we expect in March 7th? Those of you who didn't make it to the game, honestly, the cheapest tickets are $25. March 7th is their first season opener
for the USL. Mm-hmm.
You guys should definitely go out, buy some tickets. It's a lot of fun. The atmosphere is great. If you're a soccer fan, you'll have a great time without a doubt. But what can we expect for March 7th?
First of all, I think we can expect a full stadium. The one thing I noticed about this is that American fans, then they do this in football, where the main set of stands where the press boxes are, that's the home field,
Yeah.
and across is what should be the away side.
Yeah.
And so there actually was like 20 Panamanians, just like, oh yeah, go, chico, that's Puerto Rican, but sorry. But no, I mean,
Don't want to offend anyone there.
yeah, absolutely not. Shout out Yair from the Loyal.
The Loyal,
Gave us a
man.
little interview in Spanish and Espanol. Hopefully we can release that
He actually
soon.
played against his old teammates, and
Yeah.
if you're a soccer player and you play against an old team, you know how it could get heated, it could get nerve-wracking for you. Do you celebrate or do you not celebrate when you score a goal?
Yeah.
And he didn't get to score. It was only 1-0 game. The goal was Jack Metcalf.
number 4, Jack Metcalf from Liverpool. I'll be
Not
honest.
the team.
Okay,
the
we got to
city
mention
Liverpool.
this. He was nice enough, courteous enough after the
For the
game
interview.
to give us an interview. And, we do have all these new toys. And we have these little colored...
We're getting the hang of it.
microphones
We're moving around a lot with the camera and the tripod, and the cable slipped out a little bit. It wasn't plugged in properly, so the audio for that interview is no good. It's nowhere to be found. Sorry to Metcalf.
Sorry, dude. We'll get a better interview with you. And just to give you a preview of what he said, we asked him how it felt to score a goal. He said it felt great. The fans came out,
Mm-hmm.
gave him the old hey, what's your favorite
cleat all
favorite
time,
shoe? He gave us the Adidas Predator, and
which is a great answer.
oh, great answer. Adidas or Nike?
I like cleats. I like Nike for cleats. I'm a T90 guy.
I have a white foot, so I like
T90s are pretty white, and I also like the Tiempos.
the Tiempo. All right. Now you're just trying to be
No, I do. I have the cleats I own right now are Tiempos.
You own cleats?
The cleats I own from like a couple years ago, they're Tiempos.
Yeah, the ones I have are some copas with kangaroo skin. That it's the cleat version of Sambas.
Yeah, okay.
It's a cleat version of Sambas that was
How
given
old
by.
have you? How much time have you had those?
See, I have a friend who has the same size as me, and he always bought a bunch of cleats, and he just
And
said,
then
here you go.
hand-me-downs?
Yeah, who has a size 13? Like, it's rare.
Whew.
See about them.
10.5. You guys want to buy me some cleats?
Yeah, send them our way. Send them to at 2 balls and a mic, then we can give you where to send them.
That's right.
You thought I was going to give the address to our studio, our beautiful studio. Some call it a Rice Studio.
And speaking about San Diego Loyal, still we've been in emailing back and forth with Kate, and we might have something special coming up soon if it all goes together pretty well.
Hopefully, it could not, but you know what?
It could not happen. It could happen. If it does, it'll be exciting.
Yeah, and hopefully, if we can get some more content. Again, this is just so crazy. You realize we started in this month? It hasn't been the end of February, and we've met so many cool people. So many people are supporting us, people that we don't know.
Exactly.
And at the beginning, of course, there was our friends, family who supported us.
30-something subscribers, 20-something.
Yeah.
We're at 60-something right now.
Yeah. But the views, I like the views, the interactions that we have on Twitter and in Instagram. We did a little play where we're like,
The fact that people with check marks are following us.
yeah, no, but when we got to USD 4 hours early, there's a set of benches and that's actually the tailgate area.
Yeah, okay.
There's a little bench that overlooks outside from the stadium. And so we did a little gag like, oh, we couldn't get tickets to go in.
Yeah.
And then we walked around outside the game. I'm like, hey, can you jump the fence? I can't jump the fence. We need to get tickets, blah, blah, blah. There was people legitimately concerned for us. We're like, what do you mean the other guys didn't get tickets? They should treat you right. Well, what's going on?
It was funny, man. That was funny.
And you know what? It's just, and again, these are people that we've met recently, and some people that
they don't know the type of sarcasm we have.
Yeah, I mean, it was really heartwarming to be received in such a way, and you know, there's some people just keep telling me, you know, I'm so happy, like you guys are doing this, like I want to see you guys grow, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, thank you. Hopefully we can grow with this. This is why the Loyals is so unique. It's literally the birth of a professional sports team here in San Diego, and it happens to be my favorite sport. It couldn't get any better. And you know what?
And it's not a bad league.
You know what? I've thought about this a lot, and it feels like a betrayal to my Mexican brethren. But Landon Donovan's pretty cool. He won me over.
He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy. And you know what my first reaction was to him? I think, did I mention this? Did I tell you this?
No.
That when I first saw him, I was like, wow, that's Landon Donovan. And then he came off the stage and I was like, wow. That's Landon Donovan.
He crapped on us a couple times.
That's the guy that just completely destroyed Mexico for all these years. You're the one that scored the second goal in the 2002 World Cup 2-0. And you ran over, took your shirt off, sliding knees, did this. You're the guy. But you know what? He's pretty all right. You're pretty all right.
Pretty cool guy, man.
But yeah, I mean,
new best friend.
March 7th, get your tickets, guys. If you guys want to look at what the schedule is, you guys can look it up at SD Loyal. Follow them.
And then if you're there, make sure you say hi to us.
Yeah, say hi. We're gonna
give you a sticker.
We're gonna try to actually go into the local support group, into the actual porra,
to get some great content for the new vlog.
Hopefully, and then they invited us to the tailgate. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, they did.
I think we'll check that out, and then go from there. But yeah, March 7th they play against the Las Vegas Lights, Las Luces,
Las Vegas. That's a good name for that city.
I actually like that name. Like it's pretty cool sports team name.
Vegas Lights makes sense.
Yeah, they actually play this upcoming week against Reno in an away game. So we won't be able to get those. But they do come back March 7th to Torero Stadium. Get your tickets, because honestly, that's going to be packed. If you tell me what's one thing I expect that stadium to be packed, both sides, away side, home side. That's something that the American crowd needs to get used to. Is, you know what, you can go on that side and support the home team. It's fine. Just fill up the stadium, fill up the stands.
And you know what? Even if you don't want to watch a USL match, they do have a friendly coming up March 28th against Xolos. So if you're a Xolos fan, and you want to watch them play, buy tickets for that game as well. We'll probably be there as well.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm just excited that we have a foot into this season, and people are welcoming us and being just nice to us and hooking us up, and I really appreciate that. Thank you sincerely, everybody who came up, everybody saying hi, everybody who's trying to help us out. We're doing this for fun. We really are. It's really fun. And I have to say, last Saturday was one of the funnest things. Editing all that footage, I don't know.
I had a great time.
Yeah, it was fantastic, top to bottom. Let's do it again.
Oh, for sure, man. We'll be there March 7th.
So yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions, you guys have any comments, you guys want to watch that video, we'll link it down in the description. That's what the cool kids say, right?
I believe so.
On the tubes.
I believe so.
In the YouTube. But yeah, so you guys let us know what you guys thought of the video, what you guys think. Hopefully we can get you guys some more great content from this. It's just starting. It's beginning, and it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, and I mean, we're going to go ahead and transition over to Champions League, because there's a lot of excitement going on. We have some games today, tomorrow, and we had some games last week. First one, Dortmund versus PSG. I actually called this score. I said 2-1, Dortmund takes it. That's exactly what happened. And let's talk about Haaland, man. What a monster.
That kid is just something else. The rocket shot that he just lays it into the top corner.
Where do you rank him with Mbappe right now? Mbappe didn't do much.
Mbappe's done more career-wise and more important games so far. I don't think Haaland
he assisted, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, like in his track record, he's just talking right now in this tournament. Because if you could tell me like who's done more in this tournament,
Haaland has.
Yeah, I mean Haaland, yeah, and in his first game, 2-0, like he carried his team like this.
First player to score with two different teams, by the way, in the same Champions League tournament.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'll give you that. Like that's
the new rule change.
That's the new rule change. Like that wasn't a thing before, so of course
you
get a
but it's cool that he's the first one to do it.
Yeah,
and a lot of people are not happy with that rule. Some people are. I personally think it's a great rule. I think it makes the winter transfer market
relevant,
a lot more exciting, relevant.
Yeah, and I mean you can have exciting play like this. How disappointed would we have been had Haaland just kept on destroying the Bundesliga and just been like, well, I wish I can see this in the Champions League against PSG, and you just don't. He'd be in the stands, and that'd be a topic. And then next season when he's eligible,
if they don't buy him at all, he wouldn't have not played in round of 16 because he didn't qualify.
Yeah, and then if he has to sit out a whole different year, then in that year he gets injured, he sits out next year's Champions League, then he gets another chance. It's just
you never know, man.
You never know. I'm happy that we have Haaland right now in Champions League. It's exciting.
Oh yeah.
They might not be a favorite,
but they're a team to watch out for.
Yeah, they're fun to watch right now.
Him and Sancho, man. What a monster is that guy.
Future Chelsea, Sancho?
I hope not, man. But, I mean, this British star is just killing it. Yeah. He is killing it. He's this go-to player for Dortmund. I mean, they don't really miss Royce that much because this guy's just destroying it.
Yeah.
And he's confident. He takes shots whenever he wants to. He dribbles the ball everywhere. And he's just a perfect player that you would want on a wing.
Yeah, and to have Haaland in the middle to receive those crosses and just they're a good team.
Great chemistry, man.
They're a really good team.
But I mean, yeah, we can hype up Dortmund all we want, but PSG is still a monster club with all their signings, all the money they put in. What do they need to change for their second leg match? What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. They have just the talent to take anybody on.
PSG is the perfect example of money does not buy you Champions League.
Yeah, the commentator, I don't know for who, BN Sports or whoever was commentating Fox Sports, when they scored, because it was Neymar to Mbappe or Mbappe to Neymar. It's like, oh, the $300 million goal, and It's crazy. It was a $300 million goal that didn't win in the game. It was an away goal, sure.
It was a tying goal.
But it still didn't win him anything. Neymar needs to get out of there, man.
Man, it's crazy because he went there, to leave Messi's shadow, and now he's living pretty much under Mbappe's shadow over there. And if he ends up leaving, where would he go? Real Madrid.
I always wanted that.
Manchester United.
But I think
I'm thinking of clubs that are able to pay that amount of money.
Wait, Manchester United buys big players like that now?
They have the money for it.
They've been having the money for it.
They've been having the money for it, but nobody wants to go there anymore. But I mean,
I wouldn't go there right now.
I'm trying to think big clubs that he almost went back to Barca.
I mean, that would be great. And Messi's wanted them there. They've been wanting to make that thing.
It'd probably be a trade. Dembele would probably end up going to PSG, which I think he would probably kill it in a PSG.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes it works out at Barca, sometimes it doesn't. Coutinho didn't work out at Barca.
Yeah.
And I mean, we'll see what PSG does in the second leg. I think Dortmund advances to quarterfinals, and it's gonna be another bad luck season for PSG.
Yeah. I actually think PSG can hacer la remontada at home.
We'll see. It'd be interesting to see them in quarterfinals, probably for the first time in a while. And Again, let us know who you guys think is gonna advance through the quarterfinals in this match.
Yep, PSG or Dortmund.
And then we got the stunner of the week, Atletico beating Liverpool 1-0.
I would have been not surprised if I watched this game that's how it turned out. It should have been a 0-0. That goal was
Liverpool missed so much.
They missed so much, but it was an early goal. It wasn't like a tactical masterpiece. It was just
a tap in from a
tappy from it's just luck at that point.
The type of goals you need to be Liverpool, honestly, and the defending that you do. Atletico's a wall at home.
Yeah.
And then they can go away and they could probably lose 3-0 against Liverpool. I would not be surprised about that.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping Atletico just manages to not let Liverpool score one goal. I don't think they'll be able to score an away goal.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give it to Liverpool advancing quarterfinals in this one. I think they're going to probably win 3-0, 3-1. That's what I said last week.
Mm-hmm.
But I underestimated Atletico at home a little bit.
How much do you believe in home field advantage? I believe
I
Liverpool.
Think it's a huge difference.
Liverpool at Anfield is just historical. Like, it's just classic. Like,
exactly.
Champions League, Liverpool.
You'll never walk alone.
That, one of those things where I might not be a fan of Liverpool, but I'll go watch a Liverpool game just to experience that. It just seems something cool.
You gotta respect it, man.
Yeah, of course.
Just like a Dortmund at home, like yellow wall.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Just like Atletico at home, they're a wall, man. They've had many games in Champions League playoffs undefeated at home. And do you think Liverpool should be worried for the second leg, or do you think they should just keep doing what they're doing? They struggled a little bit against West Ham today.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they're pretty set in the Premier League. So I think they
can lose all the games.
Yeah, I mean,
still
they need to
Champions League.
They need to win 2-3 more, a couple more games, and they're
super
win
close.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they should focus on Champions League. If they go back to back, that'd be impressive. More for Klopp. You know what? Mi respetos a Klopp.
Klopp is all him, man.
Verga, güey.
Yeah, I mean, who do you have advancing? Liverpool?
Yeah, Liverpool.
Yeah, I got Liverpool too. Atalanta Valencia. This is a game that I was completely wrong. It was the opposite of what I said. I thought Valencia would win like 3-1. Atalanta actually clapped Valencia 4-1.
No, it was crazy. ¿Qué pedo? Yes. ¿Qué pedo con el portero? Like, what's up with that goalkeeper?
So Atalanta scored some bangers outside the box, some rockets, and props to them. And I was not expecting that. Valencia on paper is the stronger team.
Yeah.
But I guess Atalanta's just the team in form right now.
Yeah, they had a good season. Looking back at their couple of last season, they have some good players. Gomez, Ilicic. They got a decent squad. But you know what? Honestly, outside of like Juventus, Inter, AC Milan, even if they're not doing as well, the smaller Serie A teams I think always get overlooked. But it's just the style that the Serie A plays that, a team like Valencia isn't used to. They're used to just passing around, just classic, basic soccer.
Yeah.
Italians would just come and kick your ass. And
oh, yeah, they're really physical. I mean, they're in 4th place, qualifying for Champions League again. And, they're not your typical team to see up. They usually see Napoli, Roma. I mean, right now you got Juve, Lazio, Inter, Atalanta in 4th, So they're a team to watch out for.
Yeah, and
I don't think they'll be like Ajax last season where they're the Cinderella team, but they'll advance the quarters, but I think they won't go to semi.
Yeah, I think this is one of those matchups where
they got lucky. They got put against Valencia.
Yeah, they're not gonna. Neither of these teams. I'm gonna jinx it. Neither of these teams are really gonna, do anything if they advance. I don't think they're gonna go far. They're just, those games are okay. They're there.
Round 16.
It's big for the supporters. Good job. One of them's gonna advance.
Yeah, I mean, any chance for Valencia? I honestly don't see it. They're playing at home. They did get that one away goal. A 3-0 win could happen, but the way I saw this game going, I think Atalanta is just gonna advance through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same.
And then we got Tottenham against Leipzig, which we actually called Leipzig stunning Tottenham. We did mention Werner. He's dangerous. He did get a penalty. and he's linked to Liverpool apparently.
Why? Like, not why, but like he wants to. He like gave him props.
He said that his style would fit great there, and that he's a huge fan of club.
Yeah.
And they did get that 1-0 win with that one away goal.
Yeah, I mean,
this one could still go either way, but who do you see advancing?
Mourinho is my favorite manager of all time, and he's a specialist in tournaments. I think the fact that they have Son and Kane out is not helping them out, because they have Lucas and what's that about Bergwijn up top,
and the fact that Eriksen's not there anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's a completely different team than it was literally a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Kane's been out for a while, but I think that if Tottenham was to advance, Mourinho's going to have to figure something out. It's not out of reach completely, but like I said, Red Bulls is a pretty decent team in the Bundesliga. They're actually 1 point behind Bayern Munich. Yeah.
And the Bundesliga is usually known for Bayern against Dortmund, pretty much the whole
exactly.
time.
And it's again one of those games where I really don't see either of these teams moving too far in the competition. Tottenham has the players; they can do it, but if they were healthy, and Red Bulls, I mean, they have Timo Werner, they have ¿cómo se llama? Sabitzer, who's another good guy.
I mean, you can't rule out Tottenham. I mean, they got to the final last season. They're always a team that surprises you, and to rule them out this early, I think they're gonna end up advancing.
Yeah, I could see that too. But like I said, just like Valencia and Atlanta, after they advanced, unless Atlanta and Tottenham meet or any other combination, those 4 teams I don't really see doing much. Prove me wrong. I'd love to be proven wrong.
We'll see what Mourinho comes up with, man.
Yeah,
but I think Mourinho will figure something out. I think Tottenham advances.
Mourinho, side champions, who just lost to Frank Lampard for the 3rd time. That's crazy.
All right, let's talk about your Frank Lampard going up against Bayern Munich this week. Frank. Tuesday match, Chelsea versus Bayern Munich. As a Chelsea fan, for you, what are your expectations for this game? Realistic expectations. Don't give me that biased bullshit. Give me your real expectations for this Chelsea team against this Bayern Munich team.
Apa, tengo miedo.
Okay, I'll take that. I'm
afraid. I mean, look, our team is young. Lampard's putting up a squad that is, at this point, struggling in the Premier League to get good results.
It's a project.
It's a project. It's the future, and the fact that we did so well in the beginning of the season with the kids that we have is a testament to what we're going to have in the future. I'm not sure if it was mostly the kids he was putting out there, the fact that he was benching Pulisic and keeping him on the bench. Keep him on the bench. Don't let him develop for the US. But at some point the wheels are going to fall off. And recently they haven't been doing as hot as they had been in the beginning. Bayern Munich they're a machine. Every year they're a machine, top to bottom. They have that German superiority, and it's Ivan Drago and Rocky IV just training with all the machines. And then you got little lowly Chelsea, with punching meat, carrying logs.
And I mean, for Bayern Munich, they don't have Sule. Mm-hmm. He's out injured. They don't got Perisic. He's out injured. And Goretzka, who's out injured as well. Sule is one of their main center backs.
Yeah.
So you'll probably have Boateng, and maybe they've been playing Lucas Hernandez as a center back. I don't know if he's going to be 100% to play in this game as well.
Yeah.
But you still got Alaba, you got Kimmich, you got talented players, you got Thiago.
You still got Müller, you still got Lewandowski.
He's been on fire lately, man. He's been scoring so many goals, and I mean, to be quite honest with you, I hope for you, my friend, hopefully Chelsea manages to survive. But I think Bayern's gonna dominate this game, and they're probably gonna take the win in this first leg.
Objectively, I think so too, and we'd be lucky to get off with the tie.
You guys are playing at home, so
Yeah, how does that go when we played against Man U? How does that go when we play against? Yeah,
Your main objective is to not get scored on for this game.
Usually, like I'm just so used to like the Mourinho Chelsea days where we were literally undefeated at home.
You never know, man. You never know.
I never know. Like, yeah, you know what?
I didn't think Man U would beat PSG last year.
If we want to go to that, I didn't expect Chelsea to beat Bayern Munich in the final at Allianz Arena in PKs with the squad we have. I'll hold up real quick. Legends Bosingwa. We had Solomon Kalou.
Okay.
We had Raul Mireles.
Okay, don't live in the past. Don't live in the past. I was talking about just last year.
Okay, well, we beat them.
We'll see what happens.
We beat them. We'll take it. I'm still waving that.
It's payback time for them.
I'll tell you a little story about that. So for that match, that final, we actually had a watch party here at my house. Mm-hmm. And we had have like a little
I hate those. I like watching a game with maybe 1-2 friends, but when it's a lot of people, I can't watch a game.
Maldito antisocial, güey. Maldito antisocial. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
But no, so we had a couple people, like 6-7 people in that little room.
Oh, in your room?
Yeah, in my room.
Ooh, okay.
And then we were all in there, and it was hot, just pizza boxes everywhere. And we had my friend Fonzie, who was he's a Bayern Munich fan. He's a U.S. fan. He's a Mexican U.S. fan. So he's just all over the place. ¿Qué onda, Fonzie?
Mexican U.S. fan.
Yeah, he's a hardcore Chivas fan. You know who we met the other day? Peláez. Nice. At the airport.
Nice.
Anyway, so in that 2012 final, we had who scored? Thomas Müller. Thomas Müller scored against Czech in a corner, hit it down, bounced up. This fool was so excited. He might or might not have been pretty drunk. So he started jumping on my bed, like just hopping on it, and there was like 3 other people. And so Bayern scored, and all you hear is Este cabrón broke my bed. This fool broke my bed.
It's the joy of soccer.
All for what? For them to lose at the end. And I was just so happy. But then at the end, I'm like,
broke my bed.
My goddamn bed. What the hell, dude?
You fixed it in your bed now?
Yeah, this is 2012. But yeah, so we'll get it, hopefully. I don't expect much, but you never know. Like I said, you never know.
Soccer can go either way, my friend. I mean, the other Tuesday match is Napoli against Barcelona. Messi has been on fire lately, and Napoli has not been on fire. So, I mean,
they're a dumpster fire. I
think Barca is going to dominate this game and probably score like 3 away goals on them.
It's going to go one of 2 ways. It's either Barcelona's going to have a classic Barcelona, let's get in, get out, 4-1, 4-0, 3-0, okay, great, in, out. Or Barcelona's going to just implode and Napoli's somehow going to win like a 1-0 or something.
Yeah, because Barca did struggle in the group stage. But, I mean, I think Messi's been in form lately. With Suarez out, I think he's taking on that leadership role more, and he's running things. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna put the team on back. I'm gonna get this, score a hat trick against Napoli, secure the win, secure the bag. Who knows? I'm gonna put him in my fantasy team for sure.
So you think he's gonna not only score? How many? Isn't that a great question? That's only for Messi.
I want to know if Ansu Fati is gonna play.
El hijo de Messi.
Yeah, because I mean, if he starts, plays, he'll probably score a goal too.
El Chucky?
He has not been part of Gattuso's game plan lately, and you know what? I'm not happy about that.
What if this is it? What if he's been just saving him and he goes
If he plays and scores against Barcelona, I am buying a Napoli jersey with Chucky's name on it.
What if it's 5-1 and Chucky scores in the 90th minute and they lose?
I don't know, man. That's a good one. I will probably not be as motivated. I hope he plays. This is what I want. I want him to get minutes. I want every Mexican in Europe to get as many minutes as they can in their teams. And the fact that he has not been getting playing time is honestly pissing me off. So hopefully he does start. Hopefully he gets subbed in. And hopefully he has an impact on the game.
No, definitely. Because, again, we need those guys to play because...
what's the point of them coming to Mexico national team if they're not playing?
Yeah, and just give the place to somebody who's been in form in La Liga
Or even MLS, like Vela or something, if he wants to come play.
Vente, Vela. Otra vez. Come on.
Paro,
One more.
Paro, güey.
Sí, vato. Vente. Vente, güey. No mames, güey.
Me caga el Vela. Sí. Anyways, I think Barca's going to take it.
He's gonna, you never know. These people find these things and just send a clip into like, hey, Carlitos Vela, ¿viste estos gorditos? Estaban diciendo a ti? And then he's going to hate us forever.
Dale, verga.
Anyway, oh, shit. Okay.
I don't like him. Madrid, Man City. A lot of Madrid fans out there. I don't know what you guys are going to expect from this game. Man City is still Man City. They are banned for the next 2 years, so they're going to go balls out in this game. And Real Madrid is also Real Madrid. You can't rule them out of Champions League after that 3-year streak that they had with Ronaldo. But what do you think? I think Madrid is going to take it.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think that City's just going to come out firing. Like, they're pissed. Pep's pissed. The whole players are pissed. Because think about it. You have 2 years without Champions League. You know as a player that if your contract goes beyond those 2 years, you're not going to be attracting major talent. You're not going to be attracting superstars that are going to want to play that Champions League football, soccer. But
you know, as a player, you know it's probably Pep's last season.
Well, I mean, Pep said that he would stay. Like he said, like
he's not going to stay. Of course, he says that he's not going to stay.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
So you think this is last season?
I think it's his last season in the City for sure. He likes Champions League. He wants to win it.
Win or lose?
Win or lose, he's gone.
I think he stays. At least 1 year.
We'll see. Do you guys think he stays? ¿Se queda o no se queda? For this game, I think Real Madrid's at home. Bernabeu is a special stadium for them. And, you know, I want to see the lineup that they have. They have interesting young players. They have their veterans. I don't know what Zidane comes up with.
Yeah, I mean, I still think Pep is going to go ahead and just have the game plan. He has the Champions League figured out, hopefully, for him. I still think that I picked them to win episode 2. I think they're going to be favorites to win the whole thing. And, you know, they have just too much firepower, man. Like, top to bottom. Like, this is why they got in trouble. Because they have too much talent, too much, you know, attacking, too much defending, too much everything. Todo. And you add Pep on top of that?
And, I mean, Madrid is not going to have Asensio. Well, he's scheduled to return on the 29th, but I don't think he's going to play tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And Mariano and Hazard is actually injured.
Yeah, Hazard is going to be out. Season-ending injury.
Mm-hmm. Fissure of the fibula. That's the injury.
Sóbate.
So
put some Vicks on that.
You know, for Manchester City, obviously a team with so many players. I'm not quite sure who's injured. I think San is actually injured.
Yeah, who's been out, yeah.
He's been out. I mean, such a talent, you know. And for him to be injured is kind of sucks for the team.
Okay, let's just go ahead and put Sterling on that side and throw Bernardo Silva on the other side.
They're stacked either way, you know. They got Cancelo in the defense. They got
Walker if they don't
Walker, Otamendi,
malditos.
Ederson. Who's better, Ederson? Courtois.
Ederson.
You like
I don't
Ederson
like
better?
it. I've never liked Courtois.
That's
never liked
right.
Courtois.
Even at Chelsea.
Yeah.
All right. Who takes it? City or Madrid?
City.
First leg. City.
City.
Madrid.
2-1.
I got Madrid probably like 1-0, 2-0.
Okay.
And then on Wednesday,
we should put something on the line for these. Like maybe next round, like let's put something on the line. I'm hoping I might get some of that hot ones last stab and just
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll keep you guys updated with that. Lyon versus Juventus. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's been on fire lately. I think he has like 11 goals in his last like 9 games. And you know what? He's going to score a hat trick.
I mean, at this point, I'm just more surprised if he doesn't score a hat trick. It's insane. He just passed 1,000 games.
Yes.
That's insane.
Scoring his 1,000th professional appearance.
That's just insane. And the fact that he's just producing so much at this point in his career, it's crazy. And then to surround him with a great team.
And it's against a Lyon side who's struggling in the league, 7th place in the league, which is a league where it's usually run by PSG and Monaco, but Monaco's also struggling.
Yeah.
But to be 7th place, not even qualifying for Champions League, that's something to worry about. I think Juventus is honestly gonna destroy Lyon.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo, like I said, Ronaldo's scoring his hat trick. I'm captaining him in my fantasy.
All right. Yeah, I can't argue that. I mean, as much as I like Lyonnais, they're a good team. I've always liked them. Decent uniforms and with players like Gourcuff.
I mean, whenever you have Ronaldo in your team in Champions League, you have to have that team as contenders to win it all.
You know, I was listening to the Darren Smith show on Extra 1360 the other day, and they gave an interesting stat just about that. It was actually about Atletico Madrid. Okay. Atletico Madrid had not won a Champions League in the past. Champions League, ¿cómo se llama? Round of whatever. Those brackets.
Mm-hmm.
They had not won a game because they had lost every game against Cristiano Ronaldo. With somebody named Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's known to destroy Atletico.
Crazy. That is insane. But
even last year against Juventus, he scored that hat trick to advance.
Yeah.
I mean, he's honestly, if you're an Atletico Madrid fan, your worst nightmare, his name is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And that's a fact.
Yeah, so
you got Juve. Juve winning first leg. Me too.
They got Chiellini. They got him back too. Mm-hmm. So it's a stacked team. It is a stacked team.
I don't see them losing this game at all.
Yeah.
Or not dominating at least. And I mean, that's pretty much what we have for Champions League. You know, if you guys want to comment who you guys think is advancing in each round, in each game, let us know in the comment sections. We love the comments you guys left on our last podcast, and just keep commenting. You know, we love to read it.
Yeah, and I mean, interact with us any way you guys want to. We have Instagram, Twitter, at 2balls&a-mic.
Send us DMs. At us. We're going to answer for sure.
Yeah, you can take the DM, so I'll stay away from that. But yeah, I mean, you want to go ahead and just switch it up?
Yeah, I mean, today's actually a special day in the world of basketball. And if you're a Bryant fan in general, it's 224. If you guys didn't know, 2 is Gigi's number, and 24 is Kobe's number. And today was a special day in LA.
It was a celebration of life for Kobe Bryant at Staples Center. Everybody in Su Madre was there.
Everyone was there, man.
Sports, non-sports people, famous people. You had J-Lo, you had A-Rod, you had everybody from Jordan who gave a speech. They had, just everybody who wanted to go ahead and show respect. I'm pretty sure outside Staples Center it was just packed. It's been packed. I've honestly just... this is one of those things where you remember where you were when it happened. But even then, like today, it's just another one of those days. It's just the world seemed to stop for a second, and it just revolved around one. Of course, there was other victims, unfortunately, but revolved around this one individual who just transcended what he did. And I remember being the closest thing I remember was when Michael Jackson died, and I remember where I was just following everything and just the pandemonium. It was crazy. But that's a pop star, but I relate more to athletes, and so I might have not known a lot about basketball. Actually, I didn't know a lot of basketball players' names for a lot of my life growing up. I just watched soccer. I only knew about 3 or 4 players. I knew Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen because of NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo. I knew Allen Iverson because my One of my cousins had a crush on him. I knew Shaq, Nama Sota, Shazam, and everything, and Kobe, and you just know these people, and I might not have watched basketball. You just know when somebody's just great because they transcend. And all those 4 or 5 people I mentioned, it's just they move beyond anything that they did on the basketball court, and spoke to anybody who just liked sports in general.
Yeah, I mean, my dad's a diehard Lakers fan, so growing up, I would see him watching the games on TV and TJ, and he would watch. I remember saying, "This Kobe Bryant dude, he's good, he's a monster." He's so happy when he would play with Shaq, and they got that three-peat. And I remember, he was actually in the bathroom when I found out that Kobe had passed away. And as soon as I found out, I just ran and I told him, "Hey, man." He's like, "What?" He doesn't like being bothered. Who wants to be bothered? But I told him, he's like, "What?" I could hear his heart dropped.
Yeah.
And, I could see his tears in his eyes. I had tears in my eyes. And, it was just a month ago that happened. And just thinking about it just brings so much emotions to everyone,
Yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those things where you see, obviously beyond anything that involves this one person, you can always look back. I can always compartmentalize people and separate what they contributed to something,
Yeah.
You can take the person as a whole, but objectively speaking, what he did for the sport of basketball, people who looked up to him, people who he mentored, people who, just was surrounded with him. They had nothing but great things to say about the guy. Again, I'm not anywhere to judge anybody, but from a basketball standpoint, from what he showed as a dad, what he showed as a teammate. Sometimes some people might not think he was the best of teammates. You had Shaq.
I mean, they had their disagreements, and he said it in his speech. But at the end of the day, you can't deny who Kobe Bryant was as a person, as a player, as the platform that he had. Impacting lives, everyday lives like myself. There was a lot of speakers at the memorial, and to me, one of my favorite speakers were obviously Vanessa Bryant.
Yeah.
Her, it's really the first time she actually spoke in front of people.
And cut deep.
And her speaking about Kobe and Gigi just honestly got to me. And seeing all Kobe's closest friends, just talk about him. Michael Jordan talked about him.
Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of people didn't even know that Michael Jordan was going to be there. Mm-hmm. Not even, and then speak. He had a little speech, and he was destroyed. I mean, everybody. There wasn't a dry eye in the Staples Center, and to get that many people to be that quiet for any given time, it must be surreal to have been in there. But how many? Couple thousand people.
Oh yeah, and
fit in Staples.
It's pretty cool because the tickets they revolved around Kobe's and Gigi's number. So the cheapest tickets were $24, and for the average person that wanted to go to $224, which is not expensive. And then all the money is going to the Mamba and the Mamacita organization that they made, and it was honestly, if you watched it, it was a great memorial service.
Yeah, and and then Jordan had the biggest laugh of the night. Let's see if we can listen to some of it.
Now he's got me. I'll have to look at another crime meme for the next.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he was just, referencing his the Jordan meme at his Hall of Fame speech, where it's the Jordan crying meme, and then got a good 5-second.
I didn't want to see that for the next 3 or 4 years. That is what Kobe Bryant does to me. I'm pretty sure Vanessa and his friends all can say the same thing. He knows how to get to you in a way that affects you personally, even though if he's being a pain in the ass. But you ever have a sense of love for him and the way that he can bring out the best in you. And he did that for me.
Yeah, and I mean, that's something that you can't, it's undeniable. You can't not respect that. Kobe gave everything, his life force, everything to the game and the love of the game. He studied it, he taught it, he revolutionized it in a way. And again, I'm coming from a place where I didn't necessarily grow up watching basketball, but these are things you just see that they're just apparent. You know, that guy just stands out above everybody else.
I mean, you didn't even have to play basketball to have a piece of paper and just go to the trash can and just go, Kobe. You know,
yeah.
you didn't have to play basketball for that. You just knew it.
Yeah.
And that's how special Kobe was. And, you know, it's just one of the things that made him so special.
Yeah.
The fact that everyone knew who he was. And not even because of basketball, for everything he did. The guy spoke 6 languages.
Yeah.
4 fluently. I mean, I didn't even know he spoke Mandarin and could write it fluently. And, you know, obviously he spoke Italian, grew up in Italy. Not everyone knows that. He's a huge soccer fan.
He was a huge
That's
Rossi
one of my
fan.
favorite things about him, man.
And that's what I liked about it, because this person transcended his sport into the fact that, you know, not just the basketball world stopped. The entire sporting world stopped. You had Rossoneri with AC Milan just giving him a tribute. Neymar giving him a tribute. You know, all the
moment of silence for everyone from everywhere.
Yeah, and you know, it just shows you again the appreciation for the work that Kobe did for his sport is something that can, you know, you have to be envious of that in any other sport. That's what you want. I want a teammate that cares that much. I want a teammate that's gonna put everything on the line, and even when it's over, he's just gonna, you know, scream at you, hey, you know, get your ass in line. And
you know, and people have said is the main thing about Kobe is not that he said it before too. It's just he loves the grind. He loved the working hard. He loved everything, and you know. He was a person that if you didn't love the grind, then you didn't want to be great. And he said it, you know, I don't hate you if you don't want to be great. You don't want to put in the work, but don't say that you want to be great and are not willing to put in that work.
Exactly.
You know.
And I mean, I'm just happy that, you know, he did get a little glimpse of what it meant, of what he meant to the sport of basketball and what he meant to all his fans with his final season. You know, he went around all the arenas, and you know, just like when Derek Jeter retired too, like everybody just stood up, respected the game, respected him, and gave a standing ovation, and you know, on your way. Then even a couple years after his jersey retirement, you know, he got to see how much of an impact he had, not just on the Lakers, not just on LA, not just on the NBA, just on a global scale. But even then, I still think that he had no idea exactly, you know, how much he meant to people, and you know, he'll never know that, because you know, it's after something like this where you really find out, well, through and through the impact he had. Even to the day, you know, we had Rob Pelinka who was talking about his last text with him, and you know, he literally went out doing what he did and just being a pretty good human being at the end of the day. And I mean, we did this when we started. It was, I think, the weekend of.
I mean, I remember some friends told me, you guys should start today, you know, it's the perfect day because Kobe and this and that. And you know, I was like, you know what, today's not the day. Today's the day to mourn.
I didn't really want to rush into, you know, saying this, and at this point everybody's already said this. They already have their stories, you know, people who, as far, you know, you a little bit more basketball, and some of my friends, they're huge basketball fans, and they took this hard. And
Oh yeah.
but I think it was a good event to just get some closure for everybody. And I mean, this dude has some crazy moments on the court. Like,
man, if
and
you haven't
that's
seen his highlights, watch him, man. He was a monster.
that's what you got to remember. I mean, for me, I saw it peripherally. I saw it from the outside, but I always knew what a competitor was. I was actually a couple weeks before he passed, like 2 weeks. I just went on a binge of Kobe highlights. I don't know why. And my favorite thing, again, it's like, that's the type of guy I want. Like, that's the type of competitor you want to be. Is when he dislocated his finger, he was running trying to catch the ball at half court. He jammed his finger on the floor, and he just went to the sidelines, and commentators were like, oh no, like the arena's gone silent, this finger's messed up, he got hurt. Walks over to the doctor, like he's done it a million times.
Do it.
And you just see the knee buckles, like, yep, his knee buckled, there, it's back in, goes back, starts playing. Like, how many of us, I include myself, would just say, all right,
start crying, man, I'm done. Workers' comp, please. I'm done. I need to be out for 2 months.
Yeah, dude. And to go back out there just because, and I know what that feels like. So, again, I'm not comparing myself to Kobe Bryant at all.
No, of course
but
not.
I know what it feels like to, get injured, get hurt during mid-game, and just, no, I can't let my team down. I got to keep going, got to fight through it. But that's just a different level of that. What's your favorite, one of your favorite Kobe moments?
My favorite Kobe moment is actually his last game. He dropped 60 points. He got the win for the Lakers, his last home game. My favorite part about that is that Shaq, told him, hey, drop 50 on them last game. And this dude went and dropped 60 on them. And you could tell he was dead tired. He was dragging his feet. You saw Gigi Bryant on the sidelines with shock on her face. Like, wow, my dad is doing this at this age on his last game.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that was the best, probably my favorite Kobe moment ever. And again, it's gonna be tough not having him.
It's crazy
for anything like influential to watch or to hear him talk in videos,
or just be a judge in the dunk contest during the All-Star game. Like, just little things like that. Like, we're not gonna see old Kobe.
We're not seeing him do his speech for the Hall of Fame. Not seeing Gigi run the WNBA like she was expected to.
Honestly, that's something that people overlook on the work he was doing for women's sports. You say what you want about the WNBA. You say what it is. We all know. I don't want to sugarcoat. It is what it is. But I really feel that Kobe was gonna be the commissioner of the WNBA at some point, and just like with women's soccer, dude. Like,
and if not that, he was gonna be something with the Lakers.
Yeah.
But I think he was headed more on the WNBA route to help out Gigi, to help out that, to help break that barrier between the equal pay argument and the ratings. If Kobe became that commissioner, the ratings for the WNBA would be insanely better.
Yeah, no, I mean, she would have played for the Sparks at the Staples Center.
She would have rented a Yukon, man. It would have been great to see that, man.
Yeah, and well, like I said, like at this point, just we can look forward. We can remember what happened in the past. Unfortunately, it is a tragedy. Other people also passed away, unfortunately. But thank you for the fact that we got to see some pretty great basketball and pretty, a great contribution to sports in general.
Oh yeah, thank you, Mama. I didn't think we'd have the chance to have like a tribute episode for you, but the fact that we were able to have this part of the show dedicated to him and his daughter means a lot. And you know what, like everyone that's a fan, just be grateful that we got to witness a legend, and let's keep his legacy going.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is what this is. Say what you want. the way we're starting this and the way we're going about this is just balls out, y con huevos, moving forward, and you know what? Do it right. That's why we're doing it. We're doing it right.
We're doing it the way we want to.
Yeah, the way we want to. Might not be the best right now.
We're seeing what works, what doesn't, and you know what? It's the grind that we're doing with this, and we're enjoying the grind, honestly.
Yeah, and again, thank you guys for coming along with the ride, because it's been fun. You know, we're ending on this, but just want to say thank you to everybody who's come out and supported us, who've you know been nice to us, and really thank you for that. Hopefully we can get out soon, and maybe get I don't know, maybe get to know some of you guys a little bit.
And we hope to see you at the Loyals game, man.
Yeah, man. And
come on out and support.
We figured out this live streaming, so hopefully when it comes to it, hopefully we can get some of this camera down to like a Prince Barcata and start narrating games, and honestly just having fun with it. It's gonna be good. We're having fun with it. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Thank you guys for sharing,
liking, for all the positive feedback that we've been getting. Please like, share, subscribe, retweet us, like our stuff.
Yeah.
And again, if you want to talk about certain topics, drop a comment down there, man.
Yeah, what's your favorite Kobe moment? Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, and you know, just with this amount of subscribers we've been having, once we reach 100 subscribers, we're going to be doing a giveaway. I'm not going to let you know what it is yet, but we will be doing a giveaway as soon as we reach 100 subscribers, and it will be a pretty sweet prize.
Are you giving away that Osvaldo Sanchez?
I am not. I'm not giving away this jersey either.
I'll take it.
No, you cannot have it. It's mine.
But, yep, I'm a Chivas fan. Come on.
It's all good. All right, man. We'll catch you guys next week. Stay in tune with any interviews that we have this week or anything that we drop this week. We'll let you guys know on our social media.
Sounds good, guys. Catch you guys later.
Have a good night.